Fire the baby of a now.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so glad for you to join me on this special video. I know I always say that, but today is indeed very special. It's March 8th and that means it's International Women's Day. As you know, I always champion the girlies, and so I'm excited to do a special video more focused on women for today's International Women's Day. I am a woman, I am a girl, and in this world we have to always back ourselves up more and be there for each other. So as in my Valentine's Day video, that was a special edition, I had a guest, right? If you've not seen it, click this link now and watch it. I had my sister on because it was just more fun to discuss love and relationship with her. In the same vein, for this video to be more conversational and interesting, I have a special guest with me today. This is my friend. Her name is Fola. Fola, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, my name is Folabomi, but I prefer to be called Folabomi or Fola. Anyone works. I'm a girl and I'm Ore's friend, and I'm happy to be here. I wanted to be here for the longest time, but I'm happy to be here finally.
I'm happy to have you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So Fola is a student of engineering, which has always been known to be a more male-dominated field, and she is slaying, taking names, and I felt like she was the perfect person to have this Women's Day conversation with. And we're not going to do anything too serious because you know how we are now on this channel. It's always just more trying to understand how this impacts us as young people. I'm not 30 something, I've not been working for over 10 years, I've not experienced great bias, but I feel like even in our own little corners of the world and even in our limited years of experience, we have had such moments that has impacted us both negatively and positively, and that's kind of what we're here to discuss. So for that theme for this year's International Women's Day is accelerate action. And just before we go into the fun side, what does accelerate action mean to you?
So the accelerate action speaks to taking actual steps and doing actual things and putting actual policies, processes in place to help involve women and to just generally make the world safer, better for women and girls.
Yeah, I agree. You're right about the way everybody seems to be talking about women and helping and supporting, specifically just for International Women's Day, and afterwards it seems to die down. So yes, that is also how I would describe accelerate action. It's for me, it's also like to hit the accelerator, right? Like to push ahead to actually increase the steps we've been making, because there are women in spaces already that are doing wonderful things. So I think accelerate action is to kind of, you're doing well, do more, push harder. It's kind of the way in prayer when they say you can go harder, you can do more, you can be more fervent, because that's what we attend the same church, and that's like something they always say in every prayer, like you can be more fervent, right? You can push harder. So I think it's just to remind ourselves that yes, we're better than we were years ago.
Yes, for sure.
Accelerate it, do more, go harder, and I think that's a wonderful point.
Yes.
I want to actually even ask you, Fola, personally, that is there any moment that you can recall that you felt a bit like this is probably happening to me because I'm a girl, and if I wasn't, I would have a better experience at this, and this would not be the story?
Off the top of my head, I can think of a few instances and scenarios. For the most part, it has to do with stereotypes. You know, where somebody say, "Oh, you're an engineering girl, you must be like a tomboy." Or that's a very common stereotype.
Yes, actually, I can see that.
But I'm not a tomboy.
You're not. You're literally wearing pink today. With your pink headband.
But I'm not a tomboy.
Yeah.
But I'm not the girliest of girls either, but I'm not a tomboy. But there's like, oh, you must be a tomboy if you're doing engineering. There's also the thing of like wearing skirts and dresses to class. And so
is it weird?
Yeah, because not many people do that. Because if
so even the girls,
even the girls, like now, I know in my year there are a lot of people that now they're like fashion babes in my year, and I love it for them. But I think a lot of people don't get that when I'm getting ready to go to class, I primarily think of like my comfort. So it's easier for me to just wear like jeans and a t-shirt rather than like I can't be wearing a skirt when I'm going to lab or when I'm going to workshop, right? There's room for expression of femininity even in engineering, and like me being an engineering girl, engineering lady babe does not cancel my femininity contrary to popular opinion. So that's that.
That is such a good point. I didn't even think of that actually, that they would expect you to just dress like a boy.
Like it's very common. Like
it is. Now that you've mentioned it, I actually think back to even like the TD students, because obviously we were in uniforms, right, in secondary school, and we all had pleated skirts. But like in behavior, me even, I used to kind of think I fell into the stereotype, guys. But I just used to expect that, because I also used to think it's a thing of behavior that you imitate because you're always around boys.
There's that, and there's also the fact that, to be honest, people, I mean, I've seen it play out where people will not take you as seriously if you look too girly. Like if like I've literally seen a lecturer comment on someone's nails like, oh, you're writing exams and you still have the time to get your nails done and wear lip gloss to write the exam, right? Like me, right? Like as long as I'm writing the exam, it doesn't mean I should not also take care of myself, right? So there's that place of people downplaying and underestimating you because you are choosing to like spend time to take care of yourself.
To like actually be feminine, which you are.
Exactly. So to them it's like misplaced priorities. But to me, it's me saying that, oh, I can be a girly girl and still be an engineer.
Yes, and still be a good student. Okay, thank you for sharing. We'll just go through some few dilemmas and we'll pass our commentary, what we think. This is crazy, this is wild, this is unbelievable, the girl is doing too much. No, I stand with you, sis. This is what you should do.
And girls really do so much then.
Okay, we love that energy. I mean, people can be too much. People can be too much either way. But again, this is Women's Day, so we support women's rights and wrongs. Said by my queen, Serena, on Love Island, USA. That's what she said. It was so cute.
I didn't know that was where that's from, to be honest. I was actually talking to someone about it yesterday, about I've heard the phrase supporting women's rights and wrongs.
Actually, I don't know if Serena is the originator.
Yeah, but
I heard it from her. I think she has made it like popular culture moment. Yes. Alright, so this one says, old knight in shining denim offended when I don't play chivalry games, threatens to fight me. That's the headline.
Okay.
So she said, I feel like I've unlocked an achievement today. I was invited to fight by a man in a Canadian tuxedo. To me, that's already a crazy start to the story. Why is a man inviting a man to fight? So I rolled up to the local thrift store and I parked about 8 to 100 meters from the door in the parking lot. I got out of my car and stood by the car door while I pulled my mask on. I still mask, and besides, the disinfectant they use in thrift shops is really strong smelling. So like
she's talking about face mask.
Yes, face mask. While I'm stood there by my car minding my own business, a little old guy, 5 foot nothing. 5 foot nothing, a little bit round but not terribly fat. She's angry.
Justice for the short king.
Bro, short grey hair, clad in double denim, rolls up to the front door and parks his scooter right there and opens the door, then stops and stares at me. I'm still halfway across the parking lot by my car, stuffing my keys into my purse. I walk towards the door and he's still there at the front door, still holding the door open. He's clearly angry and snaps something to me about me taking my time. I'm like, my guy, I was halfway across the parking lot. Thanks, but what was I supposed to run?
Yeah.
He was holding the door open for her, but she was still...
Really? That's why he's angry, because she was the door open. I'm supposed to like run
and hurry up. Oh, now I get the point why she said offended when I don't play chivalry games. Because like that's the thing. I say, oh, chivalry isn't there. I open the door for you. But why you opening the door for me when I'm still halfway across the parking lot?
Like, show himself now.
To me, that's self-serving. You're actually not chivalrous. Anyways,
that's to show himself. That's it.
He said something else really rude, which I cannot recall anymore. So I told him to quit being an asshole about it. That's when he said he didn't care how big I was. I'm 6 foot. She's not tall, wide is short. That's the worst combination. I'm 6'4" tall.
Oh,
so she's a tall girl. So she's saying he said he didn't care how big I was. You take me outside right now. Me like I'll fight you. Like that's what
Bruh.
I'll take him. He's like I
Yeah.
can take you on.
Relax.
Mind he said this over his shoulder as he strolled to the back of the shop. The manager came out of our office by the front door. Oh, it's a problem, the manager said to me. It's always bothering people. He even made her cry. She pointed at the checkout clerk. I don't want to tell you your business, I said, but that's not cool. You can't be making workers cry. Have you considered trespassing the guy?
Yeah.
I mean, he threatened to fight me. That's not normal. She said that it was an idea she toyed with. I called the cops and let them know some old fat was threatening to fight people at the thrift shop. After a few minutes, they rolled up and got the details. Of course, the grumpy old dude had already left in the intervening span of time, riding his scooter down the sidewalk. I hope something comes out of this because sooner or later, the guy is going to mouth up to someone with way less patience than I have, and he's going to get laid out or worse. Yes. And besides, you just can't go around trying to fight people. It's just not done. So I have a few comments, and I think there are some parallels I even want to draw from this to our own Nigerian society.
Okay.
Because again, these are foreigners, right? But we should. I think there are things we can even draw. First of all, the fact that he's older.
Yeah.
In our culture, what do we know about old people?
They like respect.
Yeah, they love respect.
Especially
Like
old men.
Yes.
And us young ladies.
Yes, because I have your type at home. Like I'm sure a lot of girls have heard that if they do a focus group, like I'm sure 5 out of 10 girls. In fact,
I think it's more than that.
It's very more than that. I've heard an older man say to them, a bus conductor, a weirdo at the shop.
Yeah.
So there's that parallel I want to draw. The fact that it was even threatening and had been a bit weird to the people in that store.
Like that's what he's known for. Like he
exactly.
Has that
like what do you think about that? Maybe do you think the manager should have actually taken more action?
Yeah,
even though this is not really the context or this is a minor context, but I think it still counts, right?
Yeah. I feel like every action counts.
Exactly.
I don't think it would have been as straightforward because he didn't really. I don't think he had actually like done anything except that worker that was crying. But then again, there's the women are emotional now, and that's probably why she was crying.
Yeah, right. Like, and they now also try to spin it to you being emotional.
Yeah, women are emotional.
Do you think women are more emotional? Because that's also
I think everybody is emotional.
Yeah, but the key word here is more emotional. They say women are more emotional, men are more logical.
I think men love to hide their emotions.
They love to hide?
Yes, they love to hide their emotions. So it's not that they are not emotional. And there's also the thing where society has made it seem weak to express emotions, and that goes hand in hand with seeing women as the weaker
because they express emotions.
Yeah, I think I've read and observed that men would put all their emotions under like anger or like sadness and happiness. So
just those three.
So yes. So women are more expressive
and in different ways.
So when, like, for instance, I'm hungry, and because I'm hungry, I'm angry. So I know that I'm angry, but it's not just like misplaced anger. It's that I'm hungry. Or I've been having a long day, I'm cranky. You won't see a man say he's cranky. He's just angry. Why is he angry?
You can. So that is so profound. And what I'm getting is that women are able to articulate their emotions more, and they understand that it's not all just black and white. Like there are gray areas. It can be a mix of even different emotions. So it's not always just one answer or that straightforward.
So have you seen this on, I don't know if it's Twitter or
it's
TikTok.
Twitter, yeah.
This woman that is building
a women's
only gym, and there's so much outfit.
That is such a good person to even bring up, because that is exactly what we're talking about. Accelerating action, making spaces for only women to make women feel safe, because we've heard lots of complaints, stories about how with gym they feel like guys are watching them, harassment, people approach you unnecessarily, they try to help you. So a woman is deciding to make a space, and guess the anger and the vitriol.
I do not get it, because nobody's saying don't do your own. Nobody's stopping from doing your own. So many men saying
the business will fail. Nigerian men, by the way, are a lot in that conversation, and I don't understand what their problem is.
I was going to say that it sounds like jealousy to me, but then again, nobody is stopping a man from
It's
saying that
because
this
men will
is
not visit a man. Okay, only like gym heads that are, cause I know
and
like some,
serious fitness people,
yes, and
yeah,
like maybe fitness influencers that they're
yeah,
actually building their board to like create a meal plan. Like that's their selling
yeah,
point.
yeah.
But like I think the people that are angry and the ones that are being jealous and are being
Are
so
the ones
nasty are the
that are
ones that are
triggered
going.
by
Yes, because they are
going to
going to
gym
the
for
gym.
ulterior motives.
Literally, that's the only reason why you'll be angry and you will not even
Because
want
it's
there to
literally not
be.
even affecting you.
You get.
So you being outraged that there's an option for women to be
Like
comfortable.
nobody's saying all women will go there.
Yeah, that's the funny thing, because there are also, I've seen women who have commented and said, oh, they don't think that they
And
would be,
that's fine. But like
because it's not by force for real.
literally,
And it's just one gym. It's not like she's now putting branches everywhere.
and
Like,
I hope
you
her
know,
gym does so well and she actually puts
I think
branches
it's real. I think it
everywhere.
will. I think it's
Yes,
real.
because a lot of them have been saying it will fail. Women won't patronize. Some women might not, but I feel like a majority will still, because it's such a like
Because
she
it's a
even
need. Yeah.
it's a need.
Yeah, for sure.
And like she even did like this glasses that are not see
Yeah,
through.
the pink.
And
I
it
saw
was
that
so
as well. I've
cute.
been
Like
following the progress. It's
me
really,
too.
I really want the business to succeed.
Me
Like
too,
I'm
me
rooting for
too.
her for her.
Exactly. We're
Yeah.
rooting for you and we hope you're a success.
Yeah.
But even talking about women in this space also made me think of my experience at Attitude last year.
Okay.
Zikoko's Attitude. If you
Yeah.
guys know Zikoko, they do like this hot babes come and have fun, women only
Yeah.
party, you know, where the girlies come out, there's a fashion show. Guys, I went for that event last year and you could see boys, men at the gates
Trying
peeping in.
that's scary.
It was irritating to say the least. How are you not happy? Like, why are you so stressed about women having fun by themselves?
Right?
And you're just trying to infiltrate the spaces.
You know what's funny is when the roles are reversed, men don't like. I don't know if it's that they don't enjoy the company of men. But have you ever been like listening to a conversation where someone is saying, "Oh, parties are not going to be as fun
without
if there are
the
no
women
there." But like, why? Like, enjoy yourself, have your own good time. Why do you have?
It's like what people say, that if a guy is walking alone at night and a guy is walking behind him, he will be scared. Like, have you seen that conversation?
Yeah, I have.
Where even them, they don't feel safe.
So if you are
with
so
themselves.
scared of being with yourself, with your own kind,
You people need to look inward. There's a
why are you
big
now? I think
problem.
it's a lot of projection. Yeah.
We've gone on a divergence, but let's read this last one, and then Fola is going to tell us a little bit about herself. Like she's going to answer some questions, share into our inspirations, our motivation.
Yeah.
Okay, so this says selling a house when you're an elderly woman. My mom's friend is about 80-year-old and decided to sell her house and downsize to a brand new apartment. She found a realtor and they came up with a price of 400k, which is a good price for a home in a neighborhood. That's how I would have priced it.
Yeah.
A man showed up soon after, really interested, and I had it inspected. It's an older home, but it has been well maintained over the years. New roof, new windows, a 10-year-old bathroom. It's not a modern house, but there's nothing important to do in fixing it, I imagine. So the man offers her 350k. Yes, 50k under asking. There's only 2 other houses for sale near hers or near here. One for 425k with a smaller lot, and another for 385k, who needs a lot of work with a garage that could come down at any minute.
Oh,
it's kind of aggressive to her, telling her he needs to install a new kitchen and other things he doesn't like, all cosmetics. Another kind of lady would have probably caved into his offer, but not her. She flat out refused his offer and decided she didn't want to sell to him, even at full price. Her agent agrees with her and is on her side. Finally, a week later, she got an offer of 415k from a lovely couple with 3 kids. She accepts immediately. It makes me wonder how many elderly, in bracket childless, widows get that treatment from home buyers, treating them like they are idiots who know nothing about money. So, what do we think about this conversation? And again, as usual, I like to bring it to the Nigerian side, but let's first of all comment on this before I even tell you how I would relate this to home searching in Nigeria as a woman.
I've heard stories.
Guys, I know you even know too what we're talking about.
So, first of all, it's her house to sell now. So, it's whatever, if she chooses not to sell to somebody, you can't be that.
But do you think, I think for me, what stood out to me, and what she was trying to bring out was the fact that he did that
because she was a woman.
Yes, an elderly woman that also doesn't have like children
or
a
a
widow,
husband.
a husband, you know. So he probably felt like he could intimidate her and like make her, you know, sell below her worth or sell below the worth and value of the
I think that's why it's important that she stood her ground. Because her caving in would have, like, he would have gotten what he wanted, and then he would be more confident to try that with another person in the future.
I mean, I agree. I just, it's crazy to me that if people just feel you can intimidate someone when you're the one looking for something.
Yeah. I'm literally trying to help you out. Right?
Literally, like, anyways. Now, talking about home searching in Nigeria as a woman, I know that I've not gone on this experience myself, and I'm a bit dreading it. There's been a lot of stories about how if you're unmarried, if you are single, which is, I guess, basically the same thing.
Unmarried,
but like, you know, they would ask you for like a million billion details. They will also give you some crazy rules and regulations. This is an apartment, right? Not a hostel, not a house share situation,
not Airbnb,
not a hotel that they're telling you can only have a limited number of people in a room. This is a house that you're renting probably for like on a year-to-year basis, and we hear stories or like the landlord would just knock at your doors and odd hours trying to find out what's going on, snooping into your business. So like, why is it this way for us in this country?
I think the biggest issue with the whole thing is that the standards are not the same for guys. So it won't be, I mean, landlords have the right to decide. It's their property.
Just like we said about
they can choose. But it's not fair when there's a 25-year-old lady and there's a 25-year-old man, and they're looking to rent the same space, and they're giving both of them different rules. You're not policing who the man is bringing over. You're not policing how many guests he has over, or what he does in his free time, or where he even works. I've heard like scenarios where a lady is looking to rent an apartment and you're asking her to bring like somebody from her work,
like a reference letter,
or like her parents or somebody else,
bank statement, like they need to see your, like, and what are we doing?
The biggest thing, like I said, is the double standards, because they never ask the guys for that. Like, nobody, if you're a guy, nobody really cares how you're going to pay. Like, you say you can pay and you can keep up with the rent, that's fine. Nobody really cares what you're doing with it. And I think it just goes to show like the double standards that we as women get to deal with in life. You know, a few weeks ago actually, I was going to school. I was going to college of medicine, so I usually go through Yaba. And a lot of times I've gone that route so many times. And that day I observed the difference in, I don't know why, it was just then that it dawned on me, the way I was treated when I was going with a classmate, a guy friend, and I noticed the difference in the way that experience was for me than when I go by myself. Exactly. You know, this Yaba guys, men are always trying to like hassle you, touch you, drag you, buy this, look at this, look at that. And that day nobody touched me. I was like, like,
so this is how it can be. This is how we feel to be a first class citizen, right? Sometimes it feels like we're second class citizens.
Like,
it's crazy.
Why it dawned on me was because somebody was approaching me, trying to like hold my hand, and then he saw my friend, and my friend like moved closer to me, and then that guy just left. I was like, oh wow, like that's because I've gone that same route to like all girls, like 4 girls, 5 girls,
dodging people, dodging hands.
It's real dodgy. But it was very interesting that, oh wow, I was treated different. And it's very common. You're trying to maybe order a ride, you're trying to do something,
like,
and you're speaking to,
you actually notice,
and you're speaking to a male service provider. His mood changes when you give the phone to a guy. His mood changes, like
more
he's not rude.
He
doesn't shout at, and I really don't get why. Like, I can't wrap my head around it. I don't know why it works like that.
Like, that's crazy. This is why I cannot walk on the road with my natural self, that I'm just, happy, smiling. Because people will try madness with you. Like, whenever I pass through Dayaba, that's the boniest you ever see me.
You just hold your hands, drag your back.
You have to look so mean
You have
and
to
so
check you are
like
going
if
to
you
slap
try
someone at
me,
the
yes,
next
if you
yes.
try me, I'm going to like,
And that's not me. Like I should not have
to go
be
through
who
life.
I'm not because
Having
I'm
to go
just
through
trying
life
to
so guarded, so like ready
uptight,
to.
fight.
Do you get?
Yeah.
Because you are just a woman.
Stuff out here.
But would you change it?
No, I love being a woman. I love being
Exactly.
a
That's the
woman.
thing.
I
The girlies
love
always love
being a
it.
woman. Yeah, I do. I love it so much. Like why do you love being a woman?
Why do I love being a woman? That's such a good question. I don't even know how to answer that. I think I just love the strength that comes with being a woman.
Yeah.
And more than even the strength, there's a community, create spaces for ourselves.
Yeah.
But I think that is something really empowering. I also love being a woman because you learn from the people that came before you, like from your mom, from the way she learns from her own mom. I don't know if men have that feeling of like passing on something.
I wouldn't know. I've never been in
know.
one before.
But like for me, I think that's also something that I like. I can feel connected to my mom and even to my grandmom through her, right? Just because I'm a woman. And yeah, I just wouldn't have any other way.
Yeah, for sure. Why do I like being a woman? Because first of all, I've never been anything else. This is what I know.
Fact.
And I love it very much. In spite of, I think more and more as I deal with, especially in my course of study, as I see how women are shattering barriers, breaking through, making progress. Nigerian women will achieve. Women generally
we achieve. Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, so it just makes me proud to identify with, in as much as we are considered a minority, makes me proud to identify with women that every day wake up with the mind of changing the status quo, challenging what is seen as normal. And there's just a wealth of inspiration to be drawn from women.
What are some of the women that inspire you in maybe your field or otherwise? That's also something that I wanted to ask.
So we can just like
segue into that. Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, my mom inspires me a lot. Shout out to my mom, she's amazing. Chimamanda.
I love her too.
Her book came out.
Dream Counts, yes.
Yeah, her book came out. I really want to read
it.
Yeah, but I love Chimamanda. I love listening to her speak. She's so profound. She sounds so intelligent. I also love Jola and FK, Jola and FK Abudu.
She's a lover of myself.
I said what I said. I love them so much. I think they're so wise and so mature and equal. Yeah. And I think those are a few of the women that inspire me.
All right. Good point. I agree with a lot of them. Very like women achieve, and like you said, there's a wealth of people to choose from, to be inspired by, to kind of look to for strength in your own journey as well.
I'm not doing this alone.
Yes, and you're also
even
never
you
really
inspire me.
Stop! Oh my god! Thank you for that. That's so sweet. But yeah, let's go to the next question.
All right.
Why did you want to pursue a degree in engineering? I think I've always been wondering.
Yes. The funny thing is, like, I was inspired. I went into TD class as a joke, to be honest, because I saw a girl that she was in SS3 when I was in GS3, and I admired her so much.
Oh wow!
And a lot of stuff that I've done is because I looked to someone and I liked what they did, and I was like, imagine if like my life was like this, and I think it was a good choice because now we're friends. Funny enough, me and Seth are like very good friends, and she still inspires me now. Shout out to you, Shion. I don't think she knows this story, but maybe this is where she will find out. Yeah, but that's the short version of what inspired.
Well, like we said, taking inspiration from other women is a privilege that we enjoy from being women. I think for you, it has even been shown practically in different areas of your life. Sure. But for yourself, how do you envision contributing to changes in the engineering industry as you advance in your career, as you graduate? It's a lofty question, but if you could just give us maybe a short summary, if it's something you've thought about at all.
I think the biggest, I believe in more than talk. actions are
Accelerate
very,
action.
yes, for sure. I'm accelerating action.
Yeah.
So I think that the things I do, for a start, I know that my classmates know that I'm big on women matters and women
Hashtag
rights.
feminist.
Yeah, hashtag feminist, I mean feminist guys.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of my classmates are aware of that, and there's just some conversations that they'll start and be like, oh, if Fola hears this, she won't like it. Or I think that's like the first step to know that I don't agree with this. But if you see that, and through that, I've had guys reach out to me like, oh, Fola, you said this, you did not agree with this. Why is it so? That's one step. And I think also, in a way, my success in my field will contribute heavily to showing people that
it can be done.
Yeah, showing young girls that it can be done. I've experienced a lot of women. I've been inspired heavily by women doing things, and these are women that some of them I've never even had conversations with, but just by looking at them, looking through their LinkedIn or their Instagram, I've been so mightily inspired, and I hope to do that. I really hope that it will make me so happy if I know that there's a young girl out there who is looking at me the way I've looked at other women before me, and I think that's the biggest contribution, just to be successful in what I'm
your
doing.
Success inspire other
Exactly.
people, the next generation.
Yes.
We love that. We actually love that a lot.
Yes.
I wanted to also just pitch in that I think that is the world we live in with social media, that just by doing well in your own field, in where God has placed you to be, being excellent, you are sowing seeds into lives that you may not even ever meet.
For sure. Yes.
So I think that's a good note to end. Will you come back again?
Yes, I will. I want to.
Oh, okay. We would love to have you also again. I would love to have you, obviously, again.
Thank you for having me. Finally.
Trust me, I love that conversation.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope you guys also enjoyed it. Please make sure to subscribe, comment. If you're a student of engineering, comment down below. Maybe you stumbled on this video through Fola.
Hi guys.
And also for my audiences that regularly watch my videos, let me know your thoughts on these conversations, on all the different areas we touched on: the women's gym, house searching in Nigeria, the issue of respect and men, going to Yaba market, feeling better when you're working with a man, feeling more protected and like as if you're a first class citizen at that point. I think these are all really good areas that we've spoken about, and we've shared our own little commentaries on and insights on. Also, accelerate action today in your own space. Trust me, you don't have to be Okonjo Iweala, you don't have to be Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, you don't have to be FK Abudu, but in your own little space you can accelerate action, just like Fola, who also inspires me, by the way. And even the way our friends, our classmates know what she stands for, and she's able to educate them on topics that they might be otherwise ignorant. I feel like you are accelerating action in that way, even in your life. Yeah,
but there's room for more.
There's room for more. Accelerate it. That's the idea.
I will.
So you guys also accelerate action today in your lives, and trust me, posterity will thank you. I will thank you, and thank you, obviously, very much for watching this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.
Bye guys.